It affects every age group. Last year, over 600 16 to 21-year-olds were made homeless across Wales. And the numbers aren't going unnoticed by the charity Gisda here in North Wales. They are tackling the issue head-on by running homeless prevention workshops in local schools.
Chi jyst dweud allan, ydych chi'n meddwl bod nhw rioed wedi bod yn ddigartra neu ddim. So nhw'n ddechrau efo Alfie Moon o EastEnders. Ydych chi'n meddwl bod Alfie Moon wedi bod yn ddigartra o blaen? Oedd Alfie Moon yn ddigartra yn yr 80au pan oedd o'n 16, nath o fynd lawr i Plymouth i gael gwaith actio, ond nath o job ddisgyn trwad. So oedd o'n gorfod cysgu ar y strydoedd wedyn tan gath o waith arall i gael pres i ffindio cartra. So what we do, we come into schools, we work with young people of all ages, usually year 9 and upwards, and what we do then is just do homeless prevention workshops, such as what we've done today. Okay, most people think that homelessness is the tramps, dirty, living on the side of the streets with the dogs, drug, alcohol problems, and it's just a message to try and get them to think that it can happen to anybody at any time. Kelly Clarkson, nath I giro American Idol.
Gisda's workshops aim to change some of the misconceptions about homelessness, and they hope that raising awareness will keep a new generation from experiencing life without a home. Prevention is a key part of their work.
Because a lot of the time, young people come to us and they've been kicked out because of things that, like silly little things that have been happening at home, such as not helping around the house. If they're working, they haven't been paying the way, they're cheeky, they're fighting with their siblings. And instead of sitting down and discussing this and trying to come to an arrangement of how we could try and improve this and work together, it just ends up that the parents kick them out.
And in Blaenau Ffestiniog, Gisda throws a lifeline to homeless young people at Christmas, a very emotional time of the year.
I ain't too sure what to do this year, if I want to go home or not. I might just stay around here and see what it actually feels like to have Christmas in a homeless hostel.
18-year-old Liam moved into the area and was made homeless after a breakdown in family relationships. He's now living in supported accommodation.
I would like to be up in Leicester with my mum, with my little brothers and my stepdad, but unfortunately I haven't got the money to come down, so I can't go up there. What happened to the Christmas songs?
It's a really tough time for the young people because obviously Christmas is known as to be family time, and some of our young people don't have that relationship with their families to be able to spend, you know, 2 or 3 days with them. Some young people, you know, they choose to spend the day in bed because they can't face it, which is understandable. And I think it's just a case of it being so much pressure for that day, some of them just can't cope with it.
Thing up. There, no, it's on.
We have about 56 young people on our books at any one time. And I know that, you know, we have waiting lists as well. And they have to deal with a lot that maybe we'll never have to deal with in our lives.
17-year-old Laura is now making a new start. She's learning to take control of her own life following a traumatic past. When she moved to Wales from Hereford, she wasn't prepared for what was to happen a year later.
My mum passed away in 2006, and so I had to move with my dad, which I hadn't seen my dad before that. Basically, me and my father didn't really get on.
Laura found herself sofa surfing, forced to spend the night on different sofas, sharing with people she barely knew.
I was a mummy's girl. I've never really got on with my father, really. But I was a mummy's girl. She knew how to look after me.
How old were you when your mum passed away?
It was just before my 12th birthday. So it was a month and a half before my 12th birthday. So, yeah.
If we think about what a home is, how important a home is to people's lives, then being without a home is one of the most difficult situations, I would suggest, a person or a family can actually face. I mean, a home, if you think about a home is somewhere private, secure, healthy, somewhere you can bring up your kids. If you haven't got that situation, even though you may have a shelter over your head, if you're living in some kind of temporary accommodation or somewhere insecure, that's not really a home.